Hi everyone, this is Ravi. Welcome to my YouTube channel. As you all know, I've already published 4 YouTube videos covering the automation concepts of AI based test automation tool called testRigor, where I have first introduced you to the AI driven based tool, and then I have showed you the features and options that are available in testRigor automation tool, and I have also showed you how can we automate the test cases by using the plain English language prompting. And then in my previous lesson, I've covered how can we parameterize the test cases by using global variables, and then how can you perform the data driven testing by using the inbuilt functions called the data sets. So this lesson is a continuation to our previous lesson, lesson 4. Please do subscribe to the channel, click on bell icon, you'll receive notifications whenever I publish more videos. Don't forget to like and share the video. Thank you. This is our lesson 5, which is a continuation for our previous lesson, data driven testing part 2. I would recommend you guys to visit my previous lesson where I have explained you how can we parameterize the test cases by using global variables, and how can we perform data driven testing by using the inbuilt feature called data sets. This is our lesson 5 where I'm going to teach you how can you perform the data driven testing by using the external files like CSV files and Excel sheet. Now let us jump onto the system and see how can we perform data driven testing with external files with the help of plain English language. To perform data driven testing by using external CSV files, let us first create a CSV file. For that, I'm opening an Excel sheet. So now let me open the register data dataset that we created so that I can create the same columns in my CSV file. So these are all the different variables that we created in earlier session. I'm going to create the same variables in CSV file. First name, last name, and then email, telephone, and then password. So these are all the different variables which we are creating as a columns in CSV file. So you need to make sure that the variables are defined as columns in your CSV file. Now let us prepare the data sets. Let's say I would like to execute my test case with 5 different data sets. I'm going to say first name is Ravi, last name is Edmakanti, and my email ID, and then telephone, and your password. I'm going to say test@123. Now I would like to add 4 more data sets. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to quickly make changes to the data sets. Now we have created 5 different data sets. So let me save this Excel as a comma delimited file, CSV file. I'm saving this in my system saying as registered test data. And here let us select as CSV, comma delimited, right? And then click on save. Now let us close the CSV file, and if you see here, the CSV file is located here, whatever we just now saved. Now let us go back to testRigor. So let's go back to data sets. Now I would like to create a new data set. by using the external CSV file. For that, click on datasets and then click on add and name this as, I'm going to name this as external data set underscore register, right? And then click on add. Now, in this case, we need not to add the variables. Earlier, to create internal data sets, we first created variables and then we added the rows. So, as we are using the external data set, we already defined the variables in columns. That's why directly go to rows. And now click on add. When you click on add, earlier we were adding the row in testRigor itself. So this time I'm going to say upload CSV. Select this upload CSV and then browse your computer or drag and drop your CSV file. Browse your computer, select this register test data, click on open and now click on continue to filtering. So if you see here, it is asking you for best results format your CSV file before import. The number of test rows created will be equal to the largest number of values imported. Here has header. Your CSV file does your CSV file contains header? Yes, my CSV file contains header. If I remove this, it's going to consider all the rows including the columns. So that's why I'm going to say has header. That's why first row is being identified as header. If you want to select all the columns, you can choose use all columns. Or if you want to select only particular columns, you need to select only selected. Now you will have option to exclude any columns that you would like to exclude, right? You can uncheck the columns that you don't want, but I would like to select all the columns. That's why I'm going to select use all columns. So this will select all the columns. As soon as you select only selected, it gives you an option to uncheck the columns. Okay, I'm going to say use all columns. Click on continue. It will ask you to review your variables. Okay, this is my first row set, and then rows will be created based on the amount of values imported. Right now, I'm going to import the CSV file. Import now. So now you can see here, let me collapse my first row. You can see there are total 5 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rows are created. My first row contains Ravi at gmail.com. My second row contains Chandu Edamakanti Ravi2 at gmail.com. Third row contains John David Ravi3 gmail.com. Right? And fourth row has David Chris Ravi4 gmail.com. And fifth row has Sean Davis Ravi5 gmail.com. That means it is matching with the CSV file that we have created. So now let us go back to the data sets. Now you can see this is our data set that we created in our previous session by using inbuilt function available in testRigor. And this is our new data set that we created by using the CSV file. If you observe, this earlier data set is linked with one test case, whereas the new data set is linked with 0 test cases. We have not linked it. So let us go to our previous test cases that we created. Go to the test cases, and this is the test case that we created earlier, right? So this is the test case. Register account is the test case that we created earlier. Now I would like to run the test case by using the test data set that we created from your external CSV file. How can we do that? You need to click on this register data link, and here now you can see there are 2 data sets. One is register data, which is linked to the test case. Another one is external data set that we created just now. So now I would like to unlink the previous one. Unlinked. Now I would like to link the latest one that we created from external CSV file. link this one. It says it has 5 variables and it has 5 groups. Earlier one has 5 variables, but it has only 3 groups. So now you can see this new data set is linked to the test case. Now let's close this. So if you scroll down here, you can see this test case, register account test case, is now linked to external data set underscore register, which is our new data set. Now let us run the test case and see whether it's going to take the latest data set from CSV file. Select retest. So now see, it started re-executing. Meanwhile, let us see the results here. Okay, view execution. If you see view execution, you go here, it started execution. This is your first row, second row, third row, fourth row, and then it will also contains fifth row. See here, it is continuing our test case execution. It's going to start your second row as well. It started your second row. You can see live. Okay, let us go back to again the test case. So you can see here your execution is happening. So this is my first row and second row is also happening. The test case execution completed because these two are in green. These two are in green. Third row, it is in progress. So your third row is completed and your fourth row is in progress. Now it is completed. Fifth row just now it started, right? So basically you can see how the execution is going on. So now you can see your execution is completed. It shows it is passed, right? So if you see here now, all test cases are passed here. All 5 test cases are passed. All 5 iterations are passed. First data set, second data set, third data set, and fourth and fifth. Okay, so this is how you can perform data driven testing by using the external files like CSV and Excel files. So if you have any queries, leave your queries in the comment box. I'll try to respond to your queries. Thank you. Hope you all understand the concepts of today's lesson, where I have showed you how can we perform the data driven testing with the help of the external files like CSV and Excel sheets. Please do subscribe to the channel, click on bell icon, you'll receive notifications whenever I publish more videos. Don't forget to like and share the video. Thank you.